What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we took a loss, and I think I know why. I really had some strong feelings heading into tonight's session, which was to not trade. And sometimes you just have to listen to your intuition because there's a reason why it's kind of nagging at you, like, hey, don't take a trade, don't take a trade. But we took a $167 loss today. Um, The first thing that I saw, or that I knew about anyway, before coming into today's session, was the fact that we were coming off a short week, right? Essentially, like a short day, too. So if you come here and you look, Friday, July 4th, right, in America, we stopped trading at 1 o'clock. So it's a really short week. Um, Sorry, I'm looking at my rabbit who was making some noise, and he's looking at me being almost. Dun Dun, what are you doing? Sorry about that. I gotta show you guys my rabbit at some point. But anyway, we were coming off a really short week. Um, we stopped trading at 1 o'clock. So that was my first sign. Like, should I really be trading off a short week? Should I really try that? But again, it's still things that I'm learning. It's only my first year trading futures. There's still certain things I just don't know, right? So that was the first thing. Second thing, which honestly I should have listened to this one, was in the past few videos I've been talking about how we have to follow the trend and stuff like that, right? We're using ADX to kind of determine like what is the trend. Well, we're in chop on the 15 and on the 30. If we go to the 1 hour, we're in chop still. If you go to the 4 hour, we're in chop still. It's only when you go to the daily where it's like, okay, cool, long, right? But I said that we need to follow the 15, we need to follow the 30. And one of the things I was talking about or thinking about with myself was, when do we override that? When it's yellow, when do we override it? And I was just thinking, well, we gapped up, right? If we take away volume profile for a second, we gapped up. We're bullish. Absolutely. Right? This purple line, this VWAP, by the way, is not real. That's not. I mean, obviously it is real, but this VWAP is messed up since Thursday, since then. Just because of the low volume and short days and stuff. If you go on Topstep X, you'll see that that is the actual VWAP. So let's go into why the trade didn't work. The trade didn't work because let's turn on chart executions. The trade didn't work just because of where I took it. I didn't take it well, right? Saw this huge pop in volume. I love to see that, but there's no follow through continuation. Hanging around VWAP, I had no issue with that. Added here again because we pinned down, right, off high volume. So I was like, okay, cool. But I added one more here because I was like, cool, coming off high volume support down here as well, but it just never worked out. One telltale sign that could have told me that it wasn't going to work while I was in the trade was this candle right here. Not only did it shoot through VWAP, but it also shot through point of control, which was up here as well. Um, Again, we were bouncing off value area lows, so I love that. I love to take trades from there when we're bullish. But I guess that's the question. Were we bullish or were we bearish or were we in chop, right? And to be completely honest with you, I just think we were in chop. I just got the wrong end of the stick. It could have easily bounced off this support here, right? Made another low double bottom, and it could have just easily come here, stagnate a little bit, maybe come back down, make a higher low, and then continued up, right? So I think when it comes to today's trade, I shouldn't have taken it, right? Because I really need to nail down trend, right? We need to trade in the trend when we can, anyway. So we need to figure out the trend. But then also too, we need to take our trades appropriately. We need to see clear signs. Like I thought that was a clear sign. That was pretty good. And then this was another good one too, right? So I thought that was fine, but I think the reason why that this trade did not hold up and why it might actually end up holding up down here, one, you're at more of a major support, right, where you should be taking trades. And two, we're just in range. We're just on top. So coming down here, right, bouncing off, you want to see what happens here. Here we're good shorts. You could have shorted if you wanted to. I wouldn't have shorted there because again, we gapped up. We're so high, right? You come back down, you bounce up, and then you're just holding here, holding this pattern. So I wouldn't have shorted, but I know some people did, um, and they would have made money. So that's awesome. So it's just something for us to learn too. I really thought we were heading higher. The selling volume wasn't even that great as well. Like here, it was good. Obviously, here it was good, but the buying was so good right here that I just thought, okay, we're gonna start heading higher. So it is what it is. Um, yeah, not really much else to talk about for these trades. I think we're gonna continuously get better. Um, our stats have not. I mean, the trade win percentage has been absolutely abysmal. But our average win, average loss is decent, but it's not. It has not been uh very good trading in terms of profit and loss, but that's not how you determine good trading. You determine good trading whether you're actually taking good wins or, yeah, trading and taking good wins, taking good losses, right? I took a good loss today. It's fine. Um, we stuck to our plan again. We didn't over leverage. We did move our stop loss just slightly, but it wasn't egregious where we're like trying to hope that this works out. It's like, no, we just wanted to make sure we gave ourselves some room, and that was fine. We took our loss. We locked our account after we lost. Um, and yeah, we're learning from our trades. I think that's honestly the best thing for me right now. I have a lot of big plans for July. That doesn't mean that my profits will be sky high through the roof, you know. Um, but we're learning lessons, right? So the three takeaways from today: trust my intuition, make sure that I'm sticking to the range of what ADX is telling me, right? Because your eyes can deceive you. Like I think we're bullish, but it's telling me there's chop for a reason, especially after coming after a downtrend, right? So maybe that's something we can look to as well as like, okay, we're coming from a downtrend. That's probably maybe the way you should play it out, or maybe you just shouldn't trade at all, right? In these situations, maybe you can trade here, right? But we have to figure that out. So trust my intuition, follow the trend, and then the last one was um I can't remember the last one anymore. So, but either way, it's fine. So those are the things that we just got to look at. Oh, last one. Don't trade after a short week, right? So for me and my strategy using volume profile, like we really need data. We need volume, right? We need data points to see where people are taking trades, where the institutions are taking trades. I need to know that, right? So coming off a short week, yeah, we drew prior day value area low right here, but look how far away we are. Look how far away VWAP is. Like that's not even real VWAP, right? And then look at how we gapped up and we're just being stagnant. So those are the main takeaways from today. Again, I'm doing a really good job. I'm secretly, if you're still watching this, I'll probably mention this in another video too. But we are secretly doing 30 good trades in a row, right? Secretly. Um, which is good too, right? Now, would this count as a good trade? I think we're learning, right? So I think next time, if this comes up and we see that this is yellow, right? And that's yellow on the 15 and the 30, and it's a short week, and my intuition's telling me don't trade, just don't trade. Lock your account, go watch some anime, go watching My Hero, and then come back another day. So that's it for the trading portion. Just want to talk about life a little bit too. Um, my life, I finally got my car fixed today, which is awesome. Cost me $1,000 though, so um, money's running a little low, but I'm glad that I have these funded accounts to potentially earn some more money. I don't think I'm going to be taking a payout until we pass this combine. This combine is kind of stuck in purgatory right now. We still have a long way to go in order for us to pass this. So it's just one of those things where we need to make sure that we're doing a good job in terms of um, staying consistent, right? Making sure that we're trading well. The small wins add up. If you take 10 trading days, you trade on every single one of them, you have um, 70% win rate for the days, right? So you have 7 days winning, 3 days losing. Then you're going to be fine. You're going to be in profit. Let's say each win and loss is $200 each. You're going to be up like $800. So we just got to keep it going. I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to rush this process whatsoever. And we're going to see where we end up by July 31st. You know, if we're doing well, hopefully this is mostly green. It's not padding out that way right now, but hopefully it's mostly green. Then we're gonna do really well. If not, then hey, it is what it is. We're just gonna keep working. We have 3 other funded accounts, right? There's no pressure for me to get these accounts. There's no pressure for me to pass a combine to get funded. You know, Obviously I do want to make money, but we have to take it slow. Otherwise, if my life bleeds into my trading, forcing me to trade more erratically, to trade with increased size that I'm not comfortable with, then it's not going to be good for me. I always like to figure out what is my baseline for how much of a loss I can stomach. Right now, it's only about $200 as of right now. That's it. Right. So we're keeping our losses small, which is good. Um, and we're trying to win, by taking the right trades too. There's nothing here that I'm looking at it where I'm like, oh, I traded very poorly here, that I didn't do so well, you know? So, in hindsight, yes, this was not the best trade, but of course, like, there's no guarantee of how trading works sometimes. You just have to follow your edge, which I actually kind of went away from by accident today. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, nothing else in life, I guess. Just trying to get through day by day. Life can be hard, but I hope that you guys are doing well and trading well and, you know, keeping up the fight because it's very difficult to continuously get battered in life, whether it has to do with trading, blowing accounts, not doing well with combines, blowing a funded account, or whether it's just life in general, like taking losses in life, whether it's your job or you lose a loved one or someone important to you or anything like that. Um, it's very hard to keep up this fight. So I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are keeping up the fight. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep trading stoically.